I want to tell you something now, not later. I'm going to say some sentences, and there's going to be a word that keeps on repeating. I'll call them later. I'll forgive him or her later. I'll get right with God later. I'll go to church later. I'll accept God's salvation later. Guys, I don't have later anymore. My terminal illness has taken that away. Now I'm trying to hurry up and make memories, happy ones. I'm trying to remember to tell everybody I love them while I can. I'm trying to call my mom more frequently than I have, but I could be doing better. I know some of you, sorry, some of you might be a lot younger than me, and you'll be going, yeah, but I'm young, I got time. Really? Does your parents have time? Do you know if they're going to have another tomorrow? And what about you? Even though you might be young, you're only one diagnosis away from leaving this earth. And I found out the hard way, and now I have to hurry. I don't want anybody to try to hurry at the end of their life. Do it now. Back when those sentences, I said, church, God, forgiveness, and salvation. All of those four things, two things. It's going to hurt you and most likely your family. But you know what? It doesn't scare the devil. The devil don't care if you have knowledge. The devil don't care if you go, I'm going to go to church tomorrow. Guess what? He doesn't care because it's static. It's all static and empty. He's afraid of action. The Bible suggests that the devil really is afraid of action. If we look at James 4:7, listen to this. Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. That first part, what was the action? Submit. Submit to whom? To God. That scares him. And the other thing that scares him is to resist. To resist, I didn't say that part, but resist the devil and he will flee from you. That's the second action, is resist. Submit and resist. Those are actions. That's what the devil hopes you never get saved, because then you're going to go with him. He doesn't care, if you say you're going to go to church, but if you go to church and then you get right and then your family starts coming, that's what he's afraid of. Not afraid of words. What he's afraid of is us obeying God and living a transformed life. This highlights both the submission, which I told you, and resisting. They're actively. We're actively doing it. And obedience is the devil's greatest fear. And to live a life, live truth, where faith moves beyond words and becomes a practical way of life. That's it. Even before I had this terminal illness, and even though I was old enough that I should have known not to put things off, but I did, even as an older person. We look at James 4:13 to 15. James 4:13 to 15. Okay, I'm going to read it in parts. Okay, so I'm going to read verse 13 and we're going to comment. Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get drained. Okay, This is what we're still saying now. It's not changed from biblical times to modern times. We're all saying it. Yeah, well, this is what I'm going to do today. This is what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Wait a minute. God has something to say about that. Let's look at verse 14. Whereas you know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life? Before we get there, he's saying, hey, you don't know what tomorrow, you don't even know for an hour from now what's going to be like, let alone tomorrow. And if we think we do, then we're just, I don't know, because the word I want to say is moron, but I don't think that it should say that. But we really should know that we really don't know. And why? Because the scripture says, for what is your life? It's even a vapor that appeareth for a little time, and then vanisheth away. Think of a match. You take a match and you got big fire, right? And then all of a sudden it fades and it's gone. That's what he's saying. In reality of eternity, we are a vapor. We are nothing. And then it says, for that you ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. Yes. And I am guilty. I don't always say that or say that even to my mind, but I do try to say, yes, I would like to do that, Lord willing. But we don't. And God's saying, look, we should be saying, Lord will, that we shall live. Lord will, we can do this, or Lord will, or that. I mean, why put off? I know that there are other people out here watching that have this stupid terminal disease that I have, or a caregiver. And yes, we have a lot of hard times, but we need to make the most of it while we can and make happy moments. It's important. So no more. Now you need to say, I'll call them now. I'll forgive them now. I'm going to get right with God now. I want to go to church now. I'll accept God's salvation now. No more later. Please don't wait. If God puts someone on your heart while you watch this, reach out to them today. Call, text, forgive, pray. In the comments, if you are laying one of those laters down, just put 1 so I know. And if you would like more anchor talks as I walk through this terminal illness journey with God, you can subscribe